Okay, I'm gonna try something a little bit different today. I'm already well late to this because I was trying to get some stuff done before stream started, but I wasn't able to do that in time exactly. So, um, I will go up and get up and get some water in a moment because I did forget to grab that. But I'm trying something a little different. Instead of ending the starting soon scene after the first set of ads come in, I will do it after I've finished, or at least roughly somewhere after I finish doing all of my Discord notification stuff and setting up, essentially. So we're gonna try that, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Other than that, though, welcome back to Cobblemon again. I just went and did a full-on uh resource gathering mission. I grabbed a bunch of mud, a crap ton of mud, a, a bunch of wheat and hay bales from villages, and to make, get the packed mud that I need. I still have a bunch of leftover mud, but over time, I'm sure I'll be able to make more if I need to. As for concrete, I did get more sand and gravel, so I can make more concrete. It should hopefully be enough for this last layer. We will have to see. Um, and of course, we should also have enough andesite because we have a lot of that. We actually have a lot of that, so we should be fine, hopefully. Um, Now, the roof will probably be on hold for a bit, simply because it's going to be really difficult to do. Not once have we farmed for deep slate at all, so chances are Um, we're probably never going to get this roof done. So we might make this stadium without the roof or with just a shortened roof. A smaller roof, if you will. Like something that's not too big. Like something that goes over but not like super long, super big. So that way it's not too difficult to finish. So I think that's what we might end up doing. Other than that, of the deep slate dilemma, we're definitely gonna have to farm and mine a crap ton of deep slate because that's kind of the only thing we can do in the meantime. So the stadium will be finished. Will probably be finished today. We'll have to see. And yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. So I will be right back since I do need to get some water. So just give me a moment. Okay, we're back. We got some water. So should be good to go for now. I may have to go back and I may have to go to the Nether and mine some quartz because at some point because I don't think I'll be able to finish all of the seeding immediately. Let me just check. I'm gonna have to sleep because I've been sitting here for so long that it's almost nighttime. Um anyway, so quartz should be up here. Yeah, this is not a lot. I used up a lot of it for the other seats, so I'm definitely gonna have to get more, unfortunately. But that's fine because it's not super hard to get it, and plus I usually go to the Nether to fix up my tools anyway, and more than likely that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. So, for now, we'll just work on the second floor and try to get as much of it done as possible. And then after we get close to done or exactly done, we will just uh we'll just go to the Nether and start mining for quartz. Not just for the seats, but also to fix up my tools. So we're gonna go ahead, like we got a bunch of packed mud here. We're gonna go ahead and grab all of this. Obviously, I obviously don't need to grab every single bit of it, but better safe than sorry. And plus, we do need quite a bit of packed mud to finish the rest of this. But yeah, last time we actually did pretty well. Pretty well on this. We actually got close. We actually kind of got close to finishing the second floor as well. But yeah, all we need to do now is just build this packed mud in here. Unfortunately, we can't do anything in regards to making the packed mud slabs, but we can just make a bunch of this. So, since we've already made a bunch of it anyway, I'm not too terribly worried. But we'll also have to go into these areas and light them up because uh, mobs are definitely going to be spawning all over this thing. So I need to make a way for them to not spawn inside the walls. And to do that, I'm just gonna light up the entire floor, or basically all of the ground, except in the stands themselves. Because I'm not gonna lie. Um, I don't know how I would even begin to have lights, be able to light this up without making it look stupid or weird. Let me check. Okay. Let me pull up. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, these stands aren't going to be super tall, but it's whatever. Yeah, I remember I had some left over. All right, and then we have a bunch of packed mud left over, which is actually good because we're gonna have some rooms underneath this whole thing. We're gonna have a couple of rooms underneath this whole thing, and I'm probably gonna revise these a little bit. Like I'm probably gonna revise this a little bit, these things a little bit, because in the creative version, I made a hallway, a small hallway, two small hallways that are copied on both sides, and they had both have the same layout but mirrored on the other side. Basically, it was a hallway and two rooms, maybe three if you count the one room being two, the one of the rooms being two. There's a changing room slash shower room at the end of the hallway, and near the beginning of the hallway, I think, um, which is more towards the middle, I think, actually. There's another room that has a couple of PCs and healers in it and some benches that you can sit down, or a couple of seats where you can sit down. And the idea is that was like the waiting room or the area where you can set up your Pokemon, heal them if you need to, and I don't know, something, just mess around with their moves and so on, like change out Pokemon and so on, and like talk strategies and whatnot. Now, there's no way to do certain things. trying to think. I like lost my train of thought for a moment. Gotta build these walls. But the second floor is done. Now we just need to, well, the second floor's floor is done. Now we just gotta do the walls around it and then the seats. Which arguably I probably could have made it a little bigger, but it's whatever. Um, sea lanterns, I've definitely got to get more of those. Um, anyway, but essentially the rooms don't make much sense because, well, first of all, we're in Minecraft. There's no need to be in a changing room, let alone a shower room for that matter. And plus, in a way, it kind of doesn't make sense because this is Pokemon battling, it's not physical battling. Like you're not like battling to the death or anything. So obviously that's kind of dumb. Why would you have a shower room or a changing room? Although in a way, a changing room does kind of make sense because you want to have your battle outfit, which usually is given to people in these types of scenarios where it's a tournament like style, where everyone is given like a suit, a special suit or track suit or something that they battle with or that they wear while battling. Um so technically a changing room makes sense, but a shower room doesn't. So I'm thinking maybe just do two rooms, a changing room and a setup room or a waiting room, I guess. Like a waiting room and a changing room and that's it. Which both could work. Both would work, so I don't really so that just makes sense, I guess. Plus we'll have them on both sides, so it makes even more sense. Alright, and we have a bunch of packed mud left over we can turn into bricks. We'll turn the rest of these into mud bricks and use them for the floors. Probably, yeah, we'll use them for the floors on the inside. Anyway, next up is definitely the concrete, for sure. Red we'll do later, I think. But for now, let's grab all of this stuff and make some white dye. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I don't think this is gonna be enough, but at the very least, we have a lot. So this will be for the walls that we're gonna build in. Build on the outside area, outside wall. We do also want to place a symbol down. The symbol for the battle coliseum, I guess. Is it possible to build? No. Okay, it's not. That was all basically just 5 stacks immediately. I'm definitely gonna need more white. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more. Surprisingly, I had enough to go up 3 times all the way around. Unfortunately, though, I am still not done because I still got some more work to do. Because I gotta do one more strip of white on top of this, and then I need to do a strip of red, and then another strip of white. Which, in a way, doesn't sound too bad because I have enough sand and gravel, I can probably make the rest that I need. Probably. We'll just have to see. The sun's already setting. Jeez. Night and day cycle in this game is super short. Or at least it feels that way. Alright, that should hopefully be enough white concrete powder. And I also have enough to make more red as well, more red concrete powder as well. And I even have some extra red too that I can actually do. Before I sleep, I might actually do that real quick. I might make some red concrete powder. Yeah. I feel like it's definitely too much, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. Alright, we'll just wait for it to be night, which should be relatively soon. Yes, I did do some teleporting around again because it made it a bit easier to gather resources. But hey, I've been to those places before. It's like it's not cheating, it's just fast travel. It's not like I'm teleporting to new structures. Like I've been to all the structures. Okay, well, I didn't want to get knocked off. Okay. Also, since last time we were on Cobblemon, we kind of reached an agreement where we decided, yeah, after beating the Ender Dragon, I'll change the shiny odds, or the shiny odds will change to their current real world value, or the value. So currently the shiny odds are 1 in 8,000 something. I don't remember the exact number, but in current Pokemon games, shiny odds have decreased to 1 in 4,000 something, nearly double the chances than it was last time. Another Lapras. I might jump down there and catch that real quick. Okay, I didn't catch it, unfortunately. Yeesh. I don't think any of my Pokemon have status moves that affect the opposing Pokemon. Brine's. I don't know if Brine is strong. I don't remember if Brine is super strong or not. Still not caught. Come on, man. Although the deeper it goes, the higher the chances I can probably use a dusk ball. It's gotta catch at some point. Like, there's a big level difference here. I can't exactly hit it, because if I do, it's just gonna be an instant KO. Come on. Get in the fucking ball, man. Finally. Finally got it, at least. Oh yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to work on. I might make like a path type thing that goes all the way around it. I might do that. Alright, well, I caught another Lapras that I'm going to trade to someone. Because Lapras is a pretty rare spawn, so I want to make sure everyone can use one if they need it. More specifically, because Lapras is going to be used in the water section of the triathlon, which will happen at some point. You know, if we can make the triathlon. Okay. Yeah, I probably did grab a bit too much. Oh well, that's fine. At least we'll have some extra for future builds. I still need to make more concrete because the symbol is entirely made of concrete. With bits of concrete powder and terracotta. Because I wanted to give it a bit more detail than just a plain symbol. Okay, I thought I only had 2 left. 3 left is actually a bit better. Although at this rate, I'm pretty sure only 1 stack and a half would actually have made it meet to the end anyway. Probably a bit less, actually. Yeah, because that's it. Alright, well, luckily I do still have some left over, so it's not that bad. It's turning nighttime immediately. Jeez. Yep, and there's still a bunch of this left over. Probably could have gone with just one bit of it. Oh well. Alright, but that's all of the concrete powder. That's actually all the concrete powder for the main area done. The rooms will have to be done semi-last. Obviously, I'll have to finish the top of this wall first and water it down, which is the idea. The plan is to completely flood the entire thing after we're done, so I could do it on the inside so the water doesn't like destroy all of the plant life around here, but I don't think the water is going to go too terribly far to destroy too much. And plus, if I want to add more grass and whatnot, I'll just bone meal. So this entire area over here, the only reason that there's no tall grass here is because there was a cave. There was a big hole and a cave over here. So, man, this definitely took a lot of work. Okay, it was just a hair. All right. All right, we're gonna head back home, sleep, grab as much andesite left over as I can, and then bring it over. Like I said, I might also make my own home, because while I like this house and it's all very convenient, I think of this more as like a hub. This house is more like a hub to me. Oh, that's probably a reason why there's cats up here is because they think it's all part of the village. Okay, alright, put all the concrete away for now. We'll use it later. And we may also need to get more white concrete powder in the future, but I think the rooms downstairs will have to be uh we'll have to wait for now, I think. Put those in there because they are light blocks, so they're kind of like utility blocks in a way. Right, next thing is andesite. I do have a lot of polished andesite stairs left over. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have enough andesite to make it to the end of this. Luckily, though, I think there's still some andesite left down here for me to mine, so I'll probably go down here and mine some more. Use my Pokedex as a light down here. It's raining. Of course it is. Yep, still a large chunk of andesite down here. I honestly was quite surprised that an onyx spawned literally in the hole that I made. And I wasn't even trying to find one. I was just mining andesite. I just dug the hole for andesite and that was it. Honestly, in a way, it felt like it was a smack in the face to Darkslayer, because like he was trying to find one really hard, mainly because he wanted a Steelix. And I assume it's probably because he was gonna be the steel type guy. I'm assuming. Because he did say that he was gonna be the steel type gym leader. But I'm assuming the idea is that he's gonna be like in charge of his own sector. Or something like that. Because like he's built his lighthouse over on the stony shore somewhere. Over in his respective area. So it makes sense. In a way, it kind of makes sense that he's the steel type trainer as well. Because like, for a lighthouse, I feel like it kind of makes sense because you know you gotta be mechanically engineered, or you got not engineered, but you gotta be mechanically interested and understanding of it in order to work it, right? Because it's not just electrician stuff. I remember, I think it was a Johto. Was it a Johto gym leader? I don't remember, but in it there's a gym leader. I don't remember if they're a steel type trainer or an electric type trainer, but either way, they actually are. Oh, there is a cave down there. Good to know. All right. I'm gonna get to the end of here. Oop. I'm gonna get to the end of this, and then I'm gonna stop because that should be enough andesite for that. I hear there's a lot of mobs here. Is there a spawner? There is a spawner. I see there's a zombie spawner over there. I see it on the map. There's so many I hear so many zombies. It's honestly kind of annoying. That's cobblestone. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. That is so annoying. I cannot stand that. I'm gonna have to go to that zombie spawner and... Oh, something died here. A sheep must have fell down and died. Anyway. Okay. That should hopefully be enough. Kinda wish it wasn't raining, to be honest. Alright, then I'm gonna fly back. It should all render in properly. Hopefully. And it's turning nighttime. It looks like I'm going back. I am not sitting here. So if I need more polished andesite, I can just make more, because I think I have the regular andesite on me right now. Yeah, I should be able to make it. Alright, and I made it all the way around. Okay. Floor is done, wall is done. All I need to do now is pour water all over the wall, which may take a while, especially because of how tall it is. But I did decide to do this, so it is entirely my fault. It is gonna delete a lot of grass and whatnot, so yeah, the water is gonna take a while to deplete. Like I said, this is gonna take some time, but in the end, it'll be worth it, so... some of the water went down to the lava down there. Oh well. I wasn't planning on entirely keeping it, but I guess it don't matter that much. I might make like an entire underground area where we just have lava buckets everywhere. Let me do something so I don't hurt my hand. There you go. Because I've been holding down control the entire time. And obviously that's not really a good thing for me to do because it was hurting my hand a little bit, so I was like, yeah, I should probably stop. I don't know what that sound is, but like every now and then I hear a sound that sounds like someone else clicking their mouse through a microphone. So I feel like it's just a sound that's playing in game or something, or I'm just hallucinating it. Like it happened again. We might actually raid out this time as well. Instead of the last couple of times where I haven't raided at all. Alright, I think that's it. Just, the only thing left to do is just look around and for any seeds on the ground. So, like, obviously some water had to have fallen down somewhere, so. There was some leaks in there, I guess. I'm kind of surprised none of this got. There are some other plants that got though, so it's that, I guess. Yeah, and all the ones on this side just ended up in the water. Except for that, there's a little bit of little seed there apparently. It is fine though, because I was expecting water to go out pretty far. So, alright, I think that's all of the leftover stuff that was on the ground. So I guess we'll head back for now. I'll have to move Lapras to trading because I need to get rid of it somehow. Alright, I did get some leather, so I'll put the leather in here real quick. We have way too much. I definitely need to give Jay-Shear some if he needs any. Or anyone else some if they need any for that matter. I should definitely have a thing above this for bone meal. So that way I don't have to worry about having a crap ton of seeds. Then we have medicinal leeks, which we're gonna go and put into the Poke Center. Let me see where Lapras is. Here it is. Lapras. This one's level 36. This one was level 38 and it gave me an easier time. I caught it with a quick ball. This one, I wasn't able to catch with a quick ball and I had to use like 8 Ultra Balls on, or more. But hey, I got 2 Lapras that I can trade to people, so there's that. There are more Pokemon, these Pokemon as well. I want to evolve. But I plan on evolving them later, where people can scan the pre-form and the evolved form at the same time. Just because I feel like it would make it lives just a little bit easier. Okay. I was just checking some stuff. Anyway. I think the next thing I need to do is go to the Nether and get more quartz because I gotta fix up my tools. I'll grab this, grab this. This has mending on it. All of these have mending on them, so that'll be what I'm doing with these. I'll start with my shovel since obviously it needs to be fixed more. These two are basic. This one's a little more actually weakened than this one, but yeah. And then this one, yeah, they all need to be fixed. Is the goal. So I'll probably be teleporting around because it'll just make things easier. Plus, I've already been to the area, certain areas, so I feel like I feel like something like that is allowed, right? Because like there's so much of this area of these places that I've been to, but like I've had a really hard time getting back. So I feel like I should be allowed to do that, right? I mean, I am also the host, so I can basically do whatever I want. Obviously I'm not going to do anything like slash give stuff to me, which I'm not going to do. I might have done that once actually, but either way, I'm not going to do it. Because the goal is to have fun. And I'm having fun. Alright. I'd say I might have, but I'll just say this. Even if I have already, I won't be doing that any longer. Like if we had waystones, I would definitely have them installed. Simply because it would make things a lot easier to get around from place to place. You know, I would like the freedom to go wherever I wanted without having stuff. I'm limiting myself to just areas that I've already explored, so obviously I won't be able to teleport to them. I could also just make a waypoint and do that, but it's basically just the same thing anyway, so. Oh, there's some quartz over here. Pickaxe is almost fixed, and my shovel is definitely going to take much longer, but my pickaxe is definitely almost fixed for sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else, so I'm just gonna move on, I think. Quartz over there. There's... Okay. Nom. Yeah, I still have a bunch of stuff to fix. Thought I saw something, but it was nothing. I don't know why I go in these things. This place is not really like caves at all, to be honest. Hmm. Fuck it. Ow. I don't have feather falling, so... That was a little risky. Hmm. It's like, I probably could have made that normally, but I didn't think I was going to make it. It's getting close. Alright, just 30 more points to go. Oh, that's a bastion. Have I been to that one? No, it's a new one. That's a new treasure bastion. I mean, I don't exactly have a whole lot of room to loot it. Should I just come back to it later? Because I'm kind of trying to fix my stuff here. Hello. Oh, you would have been a bit easier to evolve. You're level 33. 30. Well, I guess they're stuck down there now, I guess. I'll probably only grab the stuff that's actually good for me. Because, like, some of the stuff is pretty good, but other stuff is just not. Arrows, there's chains. This would be good for building, but I don't have a reason to get it, if you essentially, like, I don't I just don't feel like I need to get it. Okay, which way is it? Is it this way? It is this way. Oof, it's a little sketch. That's a lot of obsidian. And golden carrots. And we also have a smithing template that I would grab, but I don't think it's very important right now. Netherite stuff is definitely more important because obviously that stuff is hard to come by. So if I find anything, if I find netherite stuff, I'm going to grab it. Okay, I'm checking around for chests. I don't see any on this layer. There's one, two floors down. Rare banner pattern. I would grab it, but while it is technically a rare thing to find, it's not like important. Exactly. And I'm not a banner person, so I don't really make banners in my opinion. So personally banner patterns don't really work for me, I guess. Oh, okay. If you're wondering why the game like freezes every now and then, because the game doesn't continue going. I mean, it does continue going, but when I click off of it, it goes somewhere else essentially. So I have to do a bit of a work around that. Is there another chest on the other side, or is this the only chest up here? Because there's a treasure in the bottom. I want to grab that. Alright. Well, I guess I'll switch to my axe, because that's the next thing that needs stuff. Okay, they're on the outside. I hear squishing. So they're on the outside, definitely for sure. I need to get rid of that spawner. I don't think there are any chests on the inside. Max is fixed. Now all that's left is the Silk Touch pickaxe. Alright, not much. We do have auspicious armor. I think the only thing we have less of is Ceralege's armor, which is the malicious armor, which I do know where it goes. Malicious armor appears in the other thing. A full netherite ingot. That's actually really good. A free diamond helmet, a free diamond boots, a smithing template. Amazing. I will take all of this. Because arguably this is all good. The block of 7 blocks of iron is actually really good too. Obviously I would like to grab all this gold, but I feel like we have enough of it. We have way too much gold. So I think I'm just gonna skip it for now. Let me just see where I was and just teleport elsewhere. Everything is indeed fixed now. Let me go ahead and craft all these into quartz blocks real quick. Alright. Not a lot, but then again, I kind of figured it wouldn't be. Let me head back to the portal. I keep forgetting I have soul sand thing. Now that I've gotten myself a netherite ingot, just a full netherite ingot for free, I'm not sure if I want to use it. Should I use it for myself or should I just nah. No, I won't use it. I'll let someone else use it. It's probably better off to do that anyway. Alright, I can make one more block of quartz. I didn't see how many emeralds it was to buy one block of quartz. And I actually am not sure if Dark has any. Because I think he said something about it at some point, but I don't know if he still has quartz or not. I'll have to get him back on in order to do that though. Because he's not here. So okay, luckily I do have a lot of quartz anyway, so I'm not too terribly worried. I may also need to grab some more in the future. For now, I'll just leave this as is for now. I'll grab more if I feel like I need to in the future. As of right now, we're gonna head to the Coliseum, or the stadium, technically. The stadium. And we're going to go ahead and make some bleachers. I think in the last one, on my other one, I had this differently. The path was on the back and there was like front area. So in this case, I do not. So I can definitely do this now. Okay. Arguably, though, this is much better than what I had last time. So, I will say I will definitely need some more stuff for sure. So, all right. And we also have this, which is gonna be a lot of slabs. Which, by the way, I am gonna have to make more slabs. So, All right, well, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do this. I think that looks all right. Okay. Definitely did this a bit wrong. It's meant to be like that, and then like that. I mean, I think that's good, right? It matches with the bottom, so I'd say that's a pretty good, I guess. It does look a little weird, but it's fine. I did what I could with what I had. Perfect. I'm really hoping that I have enough quartz for this, but I'm thinking that I might not have enough quartz for this. And I'm gonna be very upset if I don't. And I probably won't, because I only have 3 stacks and then some left. I also don't have much of these left either. I might actually do that instead. That kind of looks better. I think it uses a bit. Does it use a bit less, or is it around the same amount that it uses? I don't know. Okay. I have 2 stacks. Oh, I have 1 stack left, technically. Shit. Alright, I'm not gonna have enough, I don't think. At the very least, let me just do this, I guess. And now I'm out of that. Just need to get more of these stone things, and I need to get a lot more quartz. So I'm either gonna have to head to the Nether, or I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of quartz from that stonecutter villager, which I don't want to do. So because we have so much left, and I also have a decent amount of a decent amount of quartz left to build a little bit more stuff. So I'll try to get more stone brick. I'll try to make another stack of stone brick walls, and then I'll come back, build them up, and then we'll build what's left of the quartz slabs, and then we'll try to see if we can either mine some more quartz or find some more or buy more quartz, which more than likely we're gonna end up buying more. Why do I even have quartz stairs? What did I use stairs for? Unless someone else was using them in that case, that would make sense, but I don't know what everyone's using. Okay. I'm checking to see if there's any extra stairs, which there is not. Yeah, so I'll just take a stack of stone, turn it into walls, and then build up some more. There you go. Yep. I'm gonna need a lot more. Alright, well, nope. I'll just have to place this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Seriously? I didn't need to get that much. 44, I used 20. Oh my god. Whatever. At least I have some extra walls if I want to use any for anything else, I guess. But other than that, um, yeah. All that's left is to get as many frickin' quartz blocks as possible. And that's all. I want to check up on the village real quick. Apparently there's some unemployed ones. I don't know how that happened. according to someone, there's an unemployed villagers, which doesn't make sense, because why would there be unemployed villagers? Okay, it's 1 emerald for 1 block of quartz. That's actually pretty decent, actually. I think in this case, I'm just gonna buy as much quartz as I can. Oh, wait, I don't know why I'm going that way. I thought I don't know why I thought the emeralds were over there. We're definitely gonna have to go do more of the trial spawners. Because I really want to, oh, I think I know why I was going down there. It's probably because I was gonna put the stone brick walls away. Because I didn't want them anymore. Speaking of which, I might also change the walls here with something other than cobblestone, you know, to make them feel a bit nicer. Like that over there, where I have stone brick being used instead of the other thing. Stone brick walls instead of cobblestone walls. Because I think it would make it feel nicer and less monotone. Oh, really? You're only gonna allow me to buy 12? Only 12 is ridiculous, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, that's just kind of whack. Whatever. I mean, at least I get some, so. Like, I will admit that I wish that I could have gotten more of these instead, but. Like, really? Only that much? Alright, and that's it for the quartz. It might be better off to try and find more. And Eevee. So I can probably put the search for quartz on halt for now and finish it off stream. I will admit using emeralds to buy quartz isn't a super great idea because, you know, it's just go to the nether and strip mine. Maybe not strip mine, but just like go to the nether and find quartz. You'll find it everywhere. And like make sure you have fortune because fortune will make getting quartz a lot easier. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what else to do then. I mean, I could just go back to the nether, mine a bunch of quartz, and then come back. I can probably just do that. Just go to the Nether, mine more quartz, and then come back. That might be the play. Speaking of which, let me just dump these 3 things in here because I'm not going to be using them. So I guess I'll just go to the Nether and mine more quartz then, since I have nothing better to do. I think I went over it that way last time. Is this a quartz block? I'm gonna take that. Kind of sucks now that we're kind of out of quartz now. I don't know what this mining tunnel is, but just a random tunnel. Then the Arbok? That was kind of creepy. Dude, fucking run! You have soul speed for crying out loud. Gold! Fuck it. I probably didn't need to teleport, to be honest. Apparently I was down here before. Ow. Kinda wish I had stuff to fix, but like one stack obviously isn't gonna cut it. I'm gonna need to mine a lot more. Luckily, this fortune is helping me a lot in terms of, you know, actually getting me the stuff that I need. Like 4 stacks of nether quartz is 1 stack of a block of quartz, which isn't good. Because obviously it's going to take much, much longer to get quartz in that case. But luckily, I have fortune, so that makes it getting the quartz that I need a little bit easier. Ow. Okay, well that's two stacks. Two stacks of quartz blocks in my inventory, plus one technically because of the how the thing works. Yeah, at the very least, I'm trying to fill up my inventory with as much quartz as I can. Because ideally, I want to get enough blocks to be able to finish the bleachers so I don't have to do them again. Or go hunting for them. Go hunting for quartz again, essentially. Because chances are, I probably won't go after quartz whatsoever as long as I can get the bleachers done. Could go for an impidimp. I don't know if I even caught an impidimp yet today. Or at all during this playthrough. There's some quartz on the ceiling, but I don't want to go for the ceiling. I don't like going for the quartz and the ore. I don't like going for the ores on the ceiling because they're a big hassle to get to. In my opinion, at least. Well, since I'm mining all this quartz, I won't lose any durability. Since durability does, since, you know. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of quartz. A lot of quartz. That's at least 3 stacks of quartz blocks. Alright, I'll go for one more quartz vein. I'll try to see if I can find another quartz vein and then mine it and then be done. There's a lot of quartz down there, so at least I know there's that. Alright, you know what? I think I'm done now, actually. I think I'm done now. We'll go ahead and leave. I've got a lot of stuff, and I gotta end stream soon, so... Let me just drop off a bunch of this crap. Turn these quartz, bits of quartz into quartz blocks, and then and then finish up the stairs, the seats. Alright, I do have a gas tier. I'm gonna have to put that somewhere. For now, I won't turn these bits of quartz into nether quartz. I won't turn these the nether quartz into blocks because, you know, they could also be used for other things. And by other things, I mean, like, I'm trying to think. All right, I feel like, I don't know if 4 stacks of slabs will work, but we'll find out. We'll just have to go all the way over here, and if we need more, we need more. Alright, well, we got 2 stacks and a little more than half a stack left. By the looks of it, looks like 4 stacks is enough. I'd also like it if I didn't fuck up every time when building these. Alright, and now that's all done, finally. Alright, so that's all of the seats done. I actually planned to make this into slabs as well, but alright. But that's fine. I'm glad that I didn't make too many this time. Albeit we did end up with 40 extra quartz slabs, which could have been 20 quartz blocks, but that's fine. At the very least, we were able to finish the rest of this. I do kind of wish this could have been moved back a little bit so that we could make this three tall, but it may be a little bit shorter on the shorter end, but the wall technically is a bit closer, so this is technically how it's supposed to be, arguably. But yeah. We have completed the second floor of the entire place. So I'm honestly kind of surprised at how well we were able to do this. Like, obviously we ran out of materials multiple times. Like, we ran out of materials multiple times, but of course, each time we came back with more. This time we actually ran out in the middle of making it, which I kind of figured we would, because, you know, the amount of quartz we need is quite a bit. Was, yeah, quite a lot, actually, but we basically finished the entire thing. The only thing left to do is to light up the inside of this area because it's still, there's nothing there. It's just dark air. It's just an empty dark void. I could fill it with like some filler blocks or something, but I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. It would be better if we just light it up, I think. Because, like, yeah, Pokemon will also spawn in there, but who cares? It's as long as it's not hostile mobs and whatnot spawning in there, I think we'll be fine. So our next goal, I think, should be to light up the entire inside of this area, which luckily we are able to get into because there are 4 entrances in there. And plus, if we need to, we can just destroy the wall temporarily and then go in. But yeah, we were able to finish. We were able to finish the base structure essentially. We still got to do the small hallways and the rooms for this, and we also got to work on. We also have to work on some outside area because that side over there, this side over here, just like is just drops down onto the tiniest bit of land here and into the water. So obviously we need to make some sort of land formation at the end here. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do that. As for a roof, I do plan on placing a roof around the entire thing, albeit, not albeit, I'm probably gonna make the roof smaller than I have it in the actual, um, than I have it in the actual thing itself, I might make it smaller, simply because it might make things a bit easier to deal with. I could also just go without doing a roof whatsoever, to be honest, but um my the one I have has a roof, so I'm gonna put a roof over these. So I will put a roof over the thing. And it has to end on the blocks, on regular blocks is what is the case. It has to end on regular blocks. Obviously I plan on using deep slate for the roof, so that's going to be a big issue. Because we don't have a lot of deep slate. We haven't done a lot of deep slate mining in general. So I think for future reference, we should definitely do some more strip mining, just straight up strip mining in the deep slate layer to just get deep slate, but also to get other materials that we may or may not want, like copper for building specifically, because I may need it for this. I don't know if I'm going to use it, which I probably will, but chances are I'm going to use it for building, and we'll have to see how it happens there. Um, in the version that I used, I used regular copper blocks. So I think in this case, to make things a bit easier, I might use cut copper or copper grates. But I think cut copper would probably be better in terms of that. But I like the regular copper blocks because they're good. They're good, they're just good looking blocks. At the end of the day though, I'm probably not going to use the copper blocks at all, and probably just going to attach the floodlights to the top of this to the top of the or the edge of the roof, because the roof isn't going to go over the entire thing. It's just going to go around the wall and over the bleachers. But I don't know. Anyway, besides that, really happy how this turned out. I am going to do something in regards to this where I'm going to turn off mob spawns when we use this, just so one, we don't get attacked while we're sitting in the bleachers and it's nighttime. And so the people battling also don't get attacked while battling. Because, I mean, there aren't many areas around that I can light up to make it look interesting. Like, I made the illusion that the field itself lights up by putting a glowstone underneath these carpets, which initially were just going to be concrete powder, or white concrete powder, to look like it's concrete that's been painted over. But instead, we ended up with just white carpet. Which, like, also works, because in a way, it also kind of resembles that as well. Resembles the look of it as well. So I'm not too upset about it. One thing that I would like to do is go around the edges here and light up the ground. Just the regular ground a little bit, like maybe around the edges. With like moss carpet and whatnot. Because I think it'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably just going to disable mob spawns temporarily when we use this. Overall, though, this was a really fun build. This was a really fun build to do. And we're still not done. And we're still not entirely done. This is just the base of it that we finished. This is just the base of it that we finished. Like I said, we've got these entire areas to do. And we gotta light the areas up as well. These rooms will go into areas eventually. It's just gonna take some time. And the symbol itself will also take a bit of time. I don't have a whole lot of concrete powder left. I don't know how much red I have left, but I'm hoping I have a decent enough to make 2 symbols on both sides. Or one symbol. One symbol on each side, or entrance. That's the idea, at least. My plan is also to make floodlights over the entire thing, is on the roof or under the roof in a way. But I don't know how that's going to work exactly. I may have to do some I may have to figure out how to do certain things in order to make it so that it looks good. But yeah, like I said, I'm really happy at how this turned out. It's obviously going to get revised based on the original that I made, because there are some things that I'm just not going to keep with it. There are just some things I'm not going to keep with it. Like, the roof is going to, like I said, the roof is going to end up being shorter. The floodlights are going to be in, like, probably different areas, especially since I'm going to be using a lot of sea lanterns for it. So more than likely, I'm probably not going to use too much. I'm probably not going to... I'm trying to think. I'm probably not going to... I don't even know what I was gonna say. The idea is that I'm gonna be needing a lot of sea lanterns, so I'm gonna need I'm gonna need another... I think I'm gonna need another spot to go to. I need find another sea temple to loot all of the sea lanterns off of. And of course, kill the the Elder Guardians so that I can actually mine them. Because that's one of the biggest issues that I need. Because like if I'm gonna be able to do that, I need to actually defeat these guys. Because I'm looking through all the areas that I've explored and checking to see if there's any oceans that we went through that may or may not have a another sea temple or ocean monument that I can explore. There's one over here. I think this is a new one. There's light on these, so I'm assuming I haven't been there yet. Alright, well this is the next uh ocean monument I'm looting for sea lanterns. For sure. Let me check to see if there's any more. Doesn't look like it. At the very least, though, there's one over here that I can loot, so not too terribly worried about that. More ocean out here. There's one over here that I can loot. Keep that in mind. That's a second one. Because so far I've looted 2 ocean monuments. Those 2 are probably the next ones that I have to do. As for any others, I don't think there's any others to look for. I do want to look in the middle of this because I don't know if there's any land in this or if this is just an entire lake or something. There's a lot of areas, there's a lot of ocean areas that I would like to explore a bit of to get more resources from. By the looks of it though, there's not much to work, not much anymore to do. But yeah, we have the base form of the stadium done, and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, it's also it's like this thing is really big. Is just really big. I walk out of the house and I or out look out the window and I can see this thing. Obviously, it looks very bland from far away. I do plan on putting a symbol on the front of it, so that way it looks a little more interesting, and there's also going to be a roof over it too. It's like from over here you can't really see it too much very well because of the distant horizons makes it look like it's super weird looking, but yeah, it's fine. Like I said, all it needs is the roof is the roof and the symbol on it, and it's good to go. And maybe some extra stuff around it, because right now it just looks like a stadium in the middle of nowhere. The plan, I think I've said this before, but the plan is we're gonna have a path from the village here that connects to the stadium. So basically, there's gonna be a path that goes up. I'm probably gonna make it a much wider path. I might make it a bit smaller, but a wider path that's more like a trail. It's like a big trail that's been used quite a bit. I may also do some terraforming here and there to like make the area look a bit better. Like this spot here and this spot here I might get rid of. Might take down to make it look better. And then I might do some changes to the terrain a bit as well. There's a bit of a ravine here, or some sort of cave, so I might also cover that up. There's also cave here, which I might also cover up. This hole over here, I think, should I'm either gonna cover this up or just leave it be. As for the lava over here, I'm probably gonna keep that there for now and use the lava to make more infinite lava generators for fuel and other reasons for needing lava. I don't know, like a cobblestone generator or something. Um, there's also a lava pool over here, which has mostly obsidian, less lava, because we use this to mine for obsidian for our nether portal. So that was pretty nice, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna have a path that goes up here. There's obviously a lot of areas over here that I'm probably gonna terraform, destroy, build, and so on. There's a couple cave openings here and there, so I'll cover those up too. But yeah, more than likely the path's gonna go up to here. Dig this out. Gonna go up here, and then as soon as it gets up to the top here, it's gonna like start to curve, and then it curves a bit more harshly, and then it curves again. Starts to go straight a bit, and then it slightly curves here. Then there's gonna be a bridge here, which goes over to the other side. I would make it so it's a path that goes like around this way, but I feel like that's just not super great. So I'll just make an easier path instead, just to put a bridge here, a land bridge in that case. And then I'm gonna do a similar thing with a windy path. It's not just gonna be a straight path to here. It's gonna be like, it's gonna go straight for a bit, and then it's gonna go a bit diagonal. It's gonna go a bit diagonal while also continuing to go straight-ish. So it's probably gonna end up around, the path will end up around here, and then it's going to start to go a bit more straight. Might go turn a little bit this way. Then, and then from here, it's going to curve upward to here, to the entrance here. And the other plan is also to make like the entrance a bit more sophisticated, like add more industrialized area, sort of. To make it feel more expensive, if you, I don't know, more rural. Is that the right word? Rural? I don't know. But I mean, I'm also going to do a similar thing on the back, but for the most part, this is just going to be a dock. We're going to have a dock in the back here. There's going to be like a balcony type thing. There's going to be a lot of stone involved in the back area here. So it's going to be very pretty nice, hopefully. Yeah. I think the back area is definitely going to get a lot more work done because currently, right now, the entrance over here is just a drop off, which is not great, obviously. Um, I'm also planning on adding a stone path around the entire thing with some railing. I say some railing because the plan is also to allow people to just exit from anywhere, so they're not forced to stay in one area. More than likely, I'm probably just going to use blocks, but I may use walls as well, so we'll see. The inside is not going to stay completely flat. I am going to add like some trees, some foliage, and maybe a few ponds in the corners as well, just to make it feel nicer and more lush, I guess. It's going to be similar how the creative one works, but yeah. Overall, once again, really happy at how it turned out. Outside could look a little bit better, which will happen, which it'll get fixed in the future. So we'll have to wait on that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and put stuff away, end the stream, and then we're going to go. Yeah, we're end the stream and raid out, or raid out and then end the stream technically. And I can't wait for the stadium block. um, I just remembered I left some netherite scrap in there. Let me go ahead and make this into an ingot real quick, since I'm here. Those are bricks. Those don't belong in there. Okay, arrows. Gas tiers go in there. Put the bricks back. We'll put the bricks down this way, and then we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna end stream. And by that I mean we're gonna raid out, then end the stream. Hopefully everything was working the whole time, because if it wasn't, that would be very upsetting. Although my mic definitely was working the whole time, so... And I think the game audio seems to be working, so I'm going to assume it worked the entire time. I was also going to evolve a Pokemon. I was also thinking of evolving a Pokemon today after finishing up, but... eh. But yeah, once again, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and find someone to raid. If there is no one to raid, though, we will just go ahead. If there's no one that we can raid, we'll just end the stream here, and that's it. We'll just end the stream. And there are quite a lot of people online today, apparently, which is pretty good. We might as well raid Indy. He's still live. So, I don't know. He's playing just games and demos and whatnot. Anyway. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Really happy that we got closer to finishing the stadium. And we're gonna be raiding out to Indy, who's playing just random games and demos on stream. So it's very, very interesting. Yeah, so we're just gonna raid out to him. Make sure to show him some love. Make sure to like and subscribe as well. To me. And we'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.